So here I am on the Retford golf course, merrily taking my little dog for a walk. Just been stopped by a golfer asking me if I'd picked up his golf ball that he was looking for. When I said I hadn't, he asked me what the bulge was for in my pocket. And I pointed out to him there was a little tennis ball that I throw for my little terrier when we get the chance. He didn't really apologise, but he just went on about people taking golf balls when they were walking around the course. And it was a little bit tense, I have to say. But it got me thinking. A few weeks ago I did a mediation in which the whole conflict was based around people making incorrect assumptions. Now there'd been an investigation and participant 1 had given a statement along with several other people. Participant 2 had been completely exonerated of any wrongdoing, but had been told when leaving that exoneration interview that his behaviour could be viewed as sexist, and some people thought he was a bit of a sexist in his team. So he decided that he would, in future, no longer interact with the females on his team and withdraw himself in their presence. This had created a tension with participant 1, who wondered what it was that she had done for participant 2 to treat her as such. She'd assumed that he had read her fully supportive statement in which she had not mentioned anything like his perceived poor behaviour. But the issue didn't go away. So 2 years later, I was asked to come along and mediate this conflict. And it became rapidly apparent during the joint mediation that in fact both of them were operating under assumptions. Participant 1 had assumed participant 2 had read her statement and therefore couldn't understand why he was acting towards her like he was. And participant 2 had assumed that she had been the person accusing him of sexism when he had done nothing of the sort to her. So that fueled both of their behaviours. So much so there was a massive conflict between them in a sense that they weren't talking to each other, and eventually they had to be shifted or rostered so that they wouldn't work together anymore, and this was becoming a problem in the small team. But in the joint meeting we quickly got there, they were both operating under incorrect assumptions. Once that was obvious, the tension flowed out of the room, the problem could be solved. In fact, they both gave each other a large hug, there were several tears from both sides, and they went off and got a coffee. But it made me wonder, how many times are people in conflict acting on assumptions? And perhaps the next time you make an assumption about somebody that draws you into conflict, maybe stop yourself and think, have I made an assumption or do I know the facts? And if you don't know the facts, maybe try and find out what they are before you get drawn into something that you can't control. So that's Chris, Mediator Musings on the golf course. Chat to you later. Bye.